Hi friends and neighbors in North Perth and even beyond. I'm Mayor Todd Kasenberg. The pandemic has gotten a lot closer to home in the last few weeks. Early efforts through 2020 made in our community were outstanding. So many of us were doing our part and the results were apparent. However, there are now many more local cases than we would have liked to have seen, including an outbreak at Caressant Care, which is a long-term care and retirement residence in Listowel. I felt a range of emotions about this over the last few weeks. Certainly, the first is grief. I have grieved at the loss of lives of our loved ones in this community, people who have made contributions over a lifetime here and who now leave behind sore families who have to deal with their passing. I call on our community to extend its prayers and energy to those who are in grief. Next, I find myself more resolved at my own personal efforts. I'm continuing to do my part and in fact have redoubled my efforts to stay home, have been a lot more careful in washing my hands as I enter public facilities to buy groceries and so forth. It's important that we each do our part. And perhaps surprisingly, and yet not surprisingly, I find myself filled with appreciation because there's been relentless work on the part of our healthcare professionals and their allies in our community, and even from neighboring communities to help us through this. First, I want to express my appreciation for the cooperation of the Caressant Care team. They had a lot on their plate all at once, and they have allowed help to be brought to them from a variety of sources. And that support is very much appreciated. It makes a difference. Next, I want to express appreciation to the Listowel Wingham Hospital Alliance and the Listowel Memorial Hospital. That team has risen above. They have leapt in there, come to action, brought extra resources, brought extra care to the Caressant Care environment, and it is making a difference there. What an outstanding effort has been made. Next, I'd like to express thanks to our local team, our North Perth Family Health team. It is so good to have such dedicated professionals in our community. We appreciate all that they're doing, including their educational efforts to help all of us understand what is needed next. Next up, in terms of appreciation, is the Perth County EMS. They have assisted with testing and even the decanting of patients, a very complex exercise in the last little bit. And to them, I salute and express appreciation on behalf of the community. And ultimately, we owe thanks to the wonderful team at the Huron-Perth Public Health Unit, who have assisted in so many ways. They have been the backbone of our efforts to put paid to COVID-19. I appreciate how tired they must be, and all I can say is we are grateful, you are loved, we appreciate your help. There are many others who've been involved, the Local Health Integration Network, pharmacists, many allies who've been involved in this. I don't want to neglect any of them with the outflowing of appreciation from our community. I remain North Perth proud. This is just such a great place to live and to love and to work and to play. Many of us are struggling. I'm not exempt. This has been a difficult time for all of us. And that stay-at-home thing is a tough one. But I want to encourage you to be good to each other. Do a little better every day on the compliance with what has been asked of us. Working together, I know we can do this. I know we can change the course of the pandemic in our community and across Ontario. Please, I urge you, stay home, stay safe, save lives.